Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. It is January, my birthday month, and in January fashion, everyone is talking about their goals, their dreams, their ideas, their resolutions, and I'm here for it. And I'm also here for it if you don't have any of those. Totally fine. We're just trying to take it day by day. But even though I'm here for the dreams and the goals, I do want us to be careful that we don't fall into the trap of self improvement. What do I mean? We're always chasing the next diet, the next fad, the next, challenge, the next cleanse, right? In search of a better us. When really we haven't even taken time to really look at the us that we are today and see that us as enough. So I actually wrote in my journal my thoughts around this, and I want to share that with you, and we'll have a conversation in between some of the lines, okay? So here we go. We live in a world obsessed with self improvement, and I'm not exempt from falling for the endless cycles of betterment. On one hand, I'm all for progress, committing to bettering oneself, growing, and change. On the other hand, though, I worry that many of us are so focused on self improvement that we lack self acceptance, self love, and self compassion. That we're so focused on becoming a different version of ourselves or someone different altogether because we truly don't believe that we are worthy, lovely, beautiful, enough, now, today, in our present form. I've been guilty of dressing up self hatred in self improvement literature, cleanses, decluttering, diets, hoping to find self worth staring at me at the bottom of an endless barrel of better. We live in a culture obsessed with convincing us that we're not enough, selling us lack, insecurity, envy, and we drink it in daily and wonder why we feel worthless. I mean, just think about it. Every commercial is basically telling us that we're not enough. Get this thing and you'll feel X, Y, and Z, right? Because they're really selling feelings. They're not selling the thing. They're selling the promise of the thing. Like you're going to buy a book. And when you buy this book, your whole life is going to be changed. You're going to feel better and more free, and nothing's wrong with buying supportive materials. But are you doing the work on your own? That's the question. And so because advertising is so invasive, it's in our, social media apps, it's on our phone, it's in our emails, right? This constant feeling of lack is being sold to us every single day. And we wonder why we never feel enough because of what we're taking in. Everything around us is saying we're not enough, right? And then again, self improvement has its place and it's wonderful. However, self improvement can be a distraction from actually loving ourselves now, right? From actually seeing ourselves as good enough now, because seeing yourself as good enough now, that's the work. That's hard. What's easy is to take on another diet. What's easy is to, do another cleanse or, to move out the country, whatever it is. Like none of those things are necessarily bad. But if you don't have the foundation that you're enough, then nothing is going to satisfy. You're going to move from one high to another, one challenge to another, one diet to another, right? When really the work should be us doing that work of seeing ourselves, not trying to change ourselves, not trying to become who we think we need to be, but just seeing ourselves. When was the last time you looked at yourself? Like not to fix something, not to pick yourself apart, but just to look and admire. In the same way, when was the last time you looked at like your soul, your spirit? When was the last time you checked in just to see what you're feeling? Not to move from it, not to, embrace it even, not to like, try to fix something, but really just to be. That's the question. In this culture, there is no room for enough. In search of all this improvement better, we lose sight of contentment, joy, love for self and others, and the greatest gift of all, presence. And that's what I'm talking about. Self-improving is great. But if we're not present with what is, then what do you even know that you're improving? You're just running from yourself. And a lot of us spend our entire lives running from ourselves, right? In a diet, in a book, in a relationship even, or even outside the country. But wherever you go, there you are. If you're not doing the work, right? If you're not doing the work of loving yourself as is, like I said, nothing is going to fix that. Nothing is going to fill that hole. We become uncomfortable in our own skin. Like we're not even comfortable with ourselves. We don't even know ourselves, right? We're not comfortable in our own silence. I talked about this before. Being still with myself, not planning, not dreaming, not doing anything, not entertaining myself. Sometimes it's hard. It's difficult to sit still and be like, all right, so here we are. It's a little awkward, right? It's a little like, what do we do? But like just sitting in silence humbles me and it reminds me that everything in this moment is okay. And all that I am in this moment is enough. I don't need to do. Taking up space right here, that's enough. We believe that whatever Whatever form we take will never be enough. We believe a lie. You're enough already. You know it. Believe it. To truly see yourself in truth that you are enough is revolutionary, radical, disruptive to this destructive system that thrives off of your inability to love yourself. Just think about it. This system we live under, capitalism, America, whatever, all these different things, they need you to not love yourself for it to thrive. Capitalism requires you to feel a lack. It requires you to feel like you don't have enough, or that you are not enough, or that you're not doing enough, right? That's what capitalism requires. This system, this destructive system, literally was built off of consuming bodies, right? It literally has no end. There is no enough. Because if there wasn't enough, then all the systems would stop, because the system is running off of such negative self-talk and negative viewing of self and just hatred, right? Like, and so why would I, if I'm the owner of the system and I'm benefiting from it, shut it down? Why would I tell you that you're enough, that you're okay, that everything is wonderful, that, like, why would I tell you that? No, I'm going to say, no, buy this thing and then you'll be okay. You know, sign up for my cleanse and then you're going to be beautiful, right? Like, all these things that feed this understanding that who we are, what we have, what we're doing is not enough. Yeah. In every form, love yourself. At every weight, in process, at every stage, at every age, you are already enough. You have been all along. And that's the lie, right? That's the lie. We believe that when we get these things, we'll be enough. But the truth is that they're hiding from us, is that we have always been enough. How long will you be at war with your lovely, precious, priceless, beautiful, invaluable, miracle self? How long will you be at war with yourself? These systems benefit from you warring with yourself. You don't benefit. Who benefits from you tearing yourself down? Who benefits from you self-destructing? Not the world, right? And not yourself, and not us, but the systems do. Maybe the goal shouldn't be to improve, but to appreciate ourselves, to raise our awareness to the value we already possess, to truly see ourselves as worthy, to marvel at ourselves right now, because that breath we took is a marvelous miracle. Like, just take that in. Taking in a breath is a miracle. That's huge. That's huge. Some people can't breathe. That's huge to take in a miracle. Could we stay here for a moment and truly learn to love ourselves again, or perhaps for the first time? To not be so distracted with self-improvement that we actually just avoid ourselves. And that's the whole point of this whole entry, is that self-improvement inherently is not bad. It's not bad. But a lot of people, a lot of us, I use self-improvement to numb myself. I use self-improvement to run from myself, right? To avoid myself, to avoid sitting still with myself, or thinking that somehow this thing I don't like about myself, the way to remedy that is to run away from it like it never existed, to fix it, to erase it. When really maybe the most radical and beautiful thing I could do is just love it, is accept who I am. Maybe that is the work that I need to spend doing this year, you know? And I invite you, if that's your work too, to come along with me. Don't miss your life. Don't miss yourself chasing the wind, right? You feel like I'll never be enough, but you always, always were. Yeah. So just sit with that for a second. What would you do if you knew that you were enough? What would you stop doing if you knew that you were enough? What would you stop buying? What would you stop creating, right? Or would you create from a more authentic and honest place? If you knew that you didn't have to change to be loved, if you didn't have to lose the weight to be beautiful, would you wear that beautiful dress that you've been holding on to, waiting to lose the weight? Or would you buy it in a different size, a size that you are now? Because this life is waiting for you to live it. It's so juicy. It's so beautiful. And instead of spending so much energy on tearing ourselves down and trying to become someone we're not, to gain the approval and the permission to love ourselves from other people who don't even love themselves, who don't love you, what if you in turn just said, you know what, actually, I'm just going to choose to love myself? Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be life-shifting. That'd be world-changing if everybody stepped into this space and said, I have enough, I am enough, and I'm going to move in the world like I am enough, you know? So yeah. So I hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know. And I will talk to you all in the next video. Love yourselves, love each other. You have always been, and you will always be enough just as you are. All right. Love y'all.